Welcome to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast, your guide to future tech trends and innovation in a language you understand. Now, over to your host, Neil Hughes.
Welcome back to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. Now, as many of you know, Vegas is the place where nobody sleeps. So ironically, I thought I'd investigate the benefits of sleep tech there. Now, imagine if each side of your bed would adjust accordingly to how you and your partner slept at night. And imagine if your partner was snoring, just that side of the bed would raise slightly and stop them from snoring and prevent you from having to elbow them in their ribs every 5 minutes. Now imagine your bed's monitoring your heartbeat and other biometrics to identify everything from warning of a heart attack to detecting sleep apnea. This is not science fiction, this is available right now. Now, the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed's biometric sleep tracking technology and its comprehensive sleep databases are beginning to lay the foundation for an effortless sleep and health platform. Their SleepIQ technology seamlessly reads hundreds of measurements per second, tracks hundreds and thousands of sleep sessions, and analyses over 4 billion, yes, 4 billion biometric data points. Now, seeing as most of us spend a third of our life in bed, possibly more for some of you lazy listeners, but I wanted to find out more. So buckle up and hold on tight so I can beam your ears all the way back to Vegas so we can speak with Pete Bils from Sleep Number. So a massive warm welcome to the show. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
Well, my name is Pete Bils. I am the Vice President of Sleep Science and Research at the Sleep Number Corporation bed company. We've been making the Sleep Number bed for over 30 years. And here at CES, we're unveiling what the future of sleep, health, and wellness could be. So it's very exciting here, as you can imagine.
Absolutely. I mean, I believe you guys are offering a glimpse into the future of health and wellness at this year's CES. Now, from identifying a warning of a heart attack to detecting sleep apnea, the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed's biometric sleep tracking technology and its comprehensive sleep databases seem to be laying the foundation for effortless sleep and a health platform at the same time. But can you expand on that just for anyone listening?
Well, sure. You know, for a couple of years now, we've had our SleepIQ technology out in the marketplace in the Sleep Number bed. Every single night when you go to bed, effortlessly, we pick up your heart rate, your respiration, how much you move at night, restful, restless sleep, how long it took you to go to bed, how fall asleep. And then we take all of that data, we export it to the cloud, and every morning you get a report card of how well you sleep. We've been doing that for a long time. And with our internet IoT connection network, we can also see how many steps you take during the day from your wearable, what the temperature was in your room when you slept that night, and connecting with other health platforms like Apple and Microsoft, we can see how your daily habits and routines and nighttime sleep environment affect your sleep that night and inform you on how well you're doing. So very quickly, our sleepers can connect the dots and get a better night's sleep. But now what we've done, since we've been doing it for so long, every single night we get over 4 billion biometric pieces of data from hundreds of thousands of sleepers. And using our artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies, we're being able to identify health trends in that population of sleepers, such as the ability to see the onset of a heart attack, or people develop breathing or cardiac abnormalities, such as AFib or sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome. And so we think that is going to be the future and the center of health and wellness as we amass all of this data and be able to inform the sleepers and possibly even their healthcare providers on what they might be able to do to live a healthier life.
Now, when I wake up on a Wednesday morning with not enough sleep, I feel awful for most of the day, but do you have any use cases or anything more scientific with your data that proves that connection between the quality of sleep that we have and our well-being?
No question about that. You know, most people used to think that the only reason we got a lot of sleep is so we weren't tired the next day or so that we looked good. But it's way more beyond the way we look and the way we feel right now. Sleep plays a vital role in just about every single aspect of our health and well-being, both physically, physiology, and cognitively, brain health and brain function, memory, mood, even morality is affected by insufficient sleep over time. We can always talk about what poor sleep does for you, And that's very well documented. In fact, the RAND Corporation last year published that insufficient sleep is independent risk factor for 7 out of the 15 leading causes of death. If that doesn't turn your head, I don't know what will.
Wow.
But what's more important is if you can learn how to sleep better and more efficiently, then the positive that comes out of that is probably what we should focus on. How much more alert you are during the day, your reaction times, you're safer behind the wheel of your automobile, you're a better parent, spouse, or partner, or friend, you're going to live longer. I mean, all of these things are positives, yet most people don't prioritize sleep or really understand what healthy sleep looks like. And that's what our 360 Smart Bed is doing, is it's teaching people what healthy, normal, great sleep looks like, and then identifying trends when that sleep changes in any way, shape, or form. And it's very, very evident to us that when your sleep is poor, it's generally a symptom of something else. And that's what, with our analytics and data modeling, is we're trying to identify those for everybody so they get a better night's sleep. So yeah, if you get a one night bad sleep, that's okay. But if it's a lifestyle, that's when it's an issue, and we come in to help.
What about 5 nights at CES? How does that treat you?
Do as I say, not as I do.
Now, of
Good
course,
point.
now, of course, all this is made possible through your SleepIQ technology platform. And what fascinates me is how it integrates sleep science, sophisticated biometrics, and artificial intelligence. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Once you have critical mass like we do, the amount of nightly sessions that we record, it's like doing a sleep study every single night with those billions of biometric points. And when you look at how artificial intelligence works or machine language works, what it does is it looks for trends. We don't have to tell it to look for this, that, or the other. It goes ahead and combs through all of that data that's there and then reports back to us, hey, we see this or we see that. Here in the U.S., we're right in the middle of the cold and flu season. I can look at state by state, region by region, and watch the flu spread simply by the changes in sleep biometrics. That's what our machine language is doing. And when we notice something like that, we can send out an indicator to everybody in the zip codes that are next to it saying, hey, flu on the way, wash your hands more, be more vigilant, those types of things. So we're using this immense amount of data and machine learning and all of those things in artificial intelligence to actually better people's lives by watching what people do at night sleeping. It really, truly is amazing.
Wow, you've just completely blown my mind there. That never crossed my mind. I would imagine individuals tracking their sleep, but not going out beyond that and, taking that holistic view and how you can predict flus and when it's arriving. That's fantastic. Are there any other scientific insights into the future of sleep tech that you can help offer listeners and help them visualise where this tech is heading further down the line, and also where you see Sleep Number's advanced biometric sleep tracking technology and what it might actually help with?
The future is so wide open right now. Yeah. We're looking at just about every aspect of health. Imagine helping someone age better and more gracefully through their sleep data. We know that pretty much when you get older, certain things are inevitable. You're probably going to get high blood pressure. You're probably going to have a heart issue. You're probably going to get type 2 diabetes somewhere along the line. There's so many things that you can get. Now, imagine the world of our Sleep Number 360 bed monitoring you through middle age and then getting a glimpse or sensing that, one of those life stages is about to happen. One of those inevitable conditions of your aging is about to happen. Well, if we can identify that way before it actually does, your healthcare provider along with you can take steps to prevent it or push it off for a few more years. So as you age, the quality of your life is tremendously improved. And we think that is the ultimate is how do we get people to age gracefully, live their life to their fullest now, but use sleep as a health tool to make sure that in their twilight they're still enjoying life like you and I are right now.
So for anyone that's listening to us talking now, anywhere in the world, wishing they were at CES, can you tell me the key features that are available right now on there, here in 2018, from the moment their Sleep Number 360 bed is delivered to their home? What features are already available and ready to track?
You get that immediate gratification of the sleep biometric tracking. Again, on night one when you lie down, without plugging anything in, without turning anything on or syncing anything up or charging anything. Effortlessly, the bed will know when you're there. It will then pick up your heart rate, your respiration, all of your motion from head to toe, and tell you how long it took you to fall asleep. Take all of that information, send it up to the cloud, bring it back down to you, and give you the health IQ, the sleep IQ score. And then if you're connected to any other health device in your home, as we said, the Nest thermostat, the Fitbit activity tracker, if you're using Apple Health or Microsoft Health, all of that information starts to be ported into the SleepIQ platform, and then will help you optimize your daytime to optimize your nighttime sleep. Then also the 360 platform also senses when you change positions at night. So the beauty of the Sleep Number bed is it's an adjustable firmness from one side to the next. So each sleeper can have their side of the bed as firm or as soft as they want to. But certain things happen during the night that might change that. For instance, when you do change positions from your back to your side, the bed will sense that and actually accommodate the fact that your shoulders and your hips are now on the bed instead of your back, and it will actually allow the bed to soften up just a little bit to accommodate that so you're still as comfortable as when you were on your back. Switch to your back, it'll go ahead and do that back to where you started. We call that our responsive air technology. So there's a lot that the Sleep Number 360 smart bed does now, and we hopefully gave you a little bit of a glimpse into the future of what we can do, again, with the way that we set up the platform and the way we're analyzing the mass amounts of data that we're taking in.
So does it need any expert setup at all, or is it all quite intuitive from the moment it's delivered?
It's quite intuitive. In fact, our home delivery teams bring it into your home and set it up for you, and then assist you in making sure that it's on your Wi-Fi and internet system, so that all of these biometrics can be sent up and analyzed very securely, mind you, back down, so you get that information in the morning. And because it is a internet-connected device, anytime we make any update to it, anybody who has one gets those updates, so you don't have to go out and buy the newest version of it. Just like your smartphones now, when a new app gets updated, you get that automatically. We do that for our sleepers as well. So it's a wonderfully designed and engineered platform for health and wellness centered around sleep, and we're excited to see what we can do for the future.
Now, a question I've got to ask is, do you have one of these beds yourself, and what do you love about it most? And probably most importantly, what do you miss about it while you're in a hotel room in Vegas?
Well, yes, I have one. We have 4 in our home, our children and in our guest room. We all sleep on them. I think the favorite thing that I've done, I'm a marathoner. I run a couple marathons a year. I've done 6 half marathons a year. And when I first got my 360 smart bed, I was looking at my biometrics, and I was doing a correlation of when I did my workouts versus how well I slept. And I noticed that on my normal runs, it didn't matter when I went to sleep, my sleep was really stable and good. But if I did a 15-mile or longer run in the afternoon, after that noon or 1 hour, when I went to bed that night, I hadn't recovered enough yet, and my sleep was disturbed. I had a higher heart rate, a higher respiration, and more restless sleep than I normally would. So I shifted my long-term running strategy to do my long-term runs before 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. And my goodness, what a difference it made. I fully recovered by the time I went to bed, and my recovery from the run and my sleep was so much improved. My bed, actually, I give it credit for changing my training habits. So I find that just fascinating. It's a great story. And, I always say to other people, can your bed do that? But now that I'm at CES, as you mentioned earlier, you don't get to use the bed as much. So it's not that big a deal. But almost every hotel bed or guest bed that you have is pretty much designed for the average person. And so the further you're away from average, the more either too soft or too firm it is, and the pillows are wrong. So it's just so different. In fact, when we talk to Sleep Number bed owners around the U.S., what the worst thing what they have experience they have with their Sleep Number beds, and they say it's when they travel. They have to sleep in a different bed, and they look so forward to coming back home to their bed. So I've got all the way through Friday night to look forward to this madhouse here, which is fun, but also to marginal sleep because I can't get enough and the bed isn't right for me.
You see, you've not thought this through. All you need is a pair of noise-cancelling earphones. You've got a bed right there on the show floor.
Hey, you're right, but the security here is pretty tight. They don't let me sleep on the bed. Yeah, we do. We have 4 beautiful beds on the floor, and they're all functional, but, security these days.
Yeah. So if there is anyone listening to this while they're in Vegas for CES, where can they find you guys this week?
We're in the Tech South booth. We're the Sleep Number booth, 4301 in the Hall C.
Fantastic. Now, for everyone else, we have listeners in over 160 countries tuning in here that could be listening to this during CES or 3 months from now. So if they do, where can they find out more information on the Sleep Number 360 bed and where they can potentially buy from and just stay up to date with the progress there?
Well, currently we're only in the U.S., although we're looking to expand internationally. Not in the near future, but it's actually on the plan. But in the meantime, anytime anybody wants to learn about us, go to Sleep Number, one word, sleepnumber.com, and you can see all of our current beds, you can see all the 360 smart beds, and you can get a glimpse of the future as we roll out the new technologies.
Fantastic. Well, I know how busy you are there, so a big thank you for coming on today. There is a slight irony there that you're there promoting the importance of sleep and well-being, but you're in Las Vegas, the city that just doesn't sleep at all. But a big thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
It's certainly my pleasure, and continue to sleep well.
I don't know what was cooler, actually, the Sleep Number 360 smart bed or the fact that Pete's Twitter name is Sleep Geek Pete. I mean, much of the technology really blew my mind, though, there. I mean, seamlessly reading hundreds of measurements per second, tracking hundreds of thousands of sleep sessions, and analysing 4 billion biometric data points. It's just insane. And being able to tell when a virus is heading to a region in real time, it just takes things to a whole new level. But should we be surprised? We're already seeing how Tesla tracks cars and reports back. And we all wear fitness trackables now that help us be a little bit more proactive rather than reactive to healthcare. It seems we already have a glimmer of what is waiting for us in the future. But hey, if we can start being more proactive and reactive with both healthcare and indeed remove life's not so nice surprises, then I'm all for it. But as always, let me know what you think of today's show or anything that you've seen at CES, whether it be online or at the event. And you can do that. You can go over to my website, techblogwriter.co.uk/podcasts, and record me an audio message. Equally, you can email me at techblogwriter@outlook.com or just send me a quick tweet at Neil C. Hughes. And before I go, if you do have one of these smart beds, please let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well, because this is the kind of thing I need in my life. But I'm sorry to bombard you with so many episodes today and this week, but I think there's just so many great stories, and it is traditionally the busiest time of year for technology and the release of new solutions. So I think we should get those voices heard. But I will waste no more of your time. I'm going to walk off into the sunset now and say, until next time, my friends, don't be a stranger.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. Until next time, remember, technology is best when it brings people together.